Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel Limitless by Sagar. And what I have for you guys today is the rice bucket training. Here are two sacks of rice, and here is the bucket, which is an Indianized bucket, I would say, a steel container which I found from home. Obviously, if I don't return this, my mom is going to kill me. You must be wondering what rice bucket training is exactly. So let me explain this to you. A lot of the trainers, especially who are into calisthenics, rock climbing, wrestling, need to strengthen their wrists, their forearms, their extensors, their flexors, also their tendons towards the elbows. So rice bucket training is a form of training which is very helpful in strengthening these areas of your body. Our body has many small areas which are not strengthened by doing the regular strength training exercises, and especially me being into calisthenics and hybrid form of training, a lot of my movements are using the wrist, the elbow joints, like the handstands, the front lever, and lately my areas have been starting to feeling a little weaker in terms of not strengthening them individually. So instead of just doing dumbbell exercises for my forearms or my wrists, I was like, let me just Google up something to strengthen these areas, and this is what I found: the rice bucket training. I had already found a few videos on this, so I was like, let me just try this method and see how it works out. So let me show you how it's done. This is the bigger sack of the rice which I'll be opening first. Let's see if it completely fills the bucket. We don't want to fill the bucket completely. It should be about 3/4 done. And in goes the rice. Oh yes, I think we wouldn't need this sack of rice because the bucket is almost 3/4 full. So as you see, the bucket is 3/4 full, and there are many variations of the rice bucket training. I have noted down around 8 to 10 of it. So the first workout is the finger extensions, where you just put your palm inside and extend your fingers. So this will strengthen your complete fingers and your forearms, your wrist. So we're going to try it. The movement should be like you fist it in and you open the fingers. The deeper you go inside the rice, the more the resistance is. So here it goes. We put and we open our fingers. One. We're going to do about 30 reps of each. So currently I'm going a little deeper inside to see how much the depth is and how hard it's getting. It's actually quite hard to open your fingers once you're almost a little deeper inside to the rice sack. As you see, my forearms are already starting to get pumped. They're getting, all my veins are popping out. Now the second variation, that is called the rice grabs. This is the opposite of the extensors. This will work more for your flexions. So this part of your forearm, where you put your hand inside and you close your fist. You go inside with an open palm and you grab the rice. Grab the rice. Grab the rice. I'm going to do it for the second hand as well. As you see, I'm getting a good amount of rice in my hand. Before I leave it again, I open my hands, go in deep again, fold the rice, get it out, drop it. The third variation is the wrist digs, where we are going to go completely with our fingers closed and we're going to scoop the rice towards us, scooping the fingers closer to your wrist. 30 reps. We're going to do it with the other hand as well. Make sure you dig your hands deep in and try to scoop the fingers almost touching towards your forearm. This is what will create a good tension, and also the deeper you go, the more resistance you have. So we have one more variation, that's the fourth variation in the dig form, which is what we did. The first one was digging towards your forearm. This is going to be digging away from the forearm. So these are for your extensions. What we did earlier was the flexions. So we go inside and we curl the wrist towards the top. So this is just adding resistance towards your training. So now for the fifth variation, we have wrist rotations. That's going to be rotating the wrist towards the inside of the rice. So we fist into the rice and we rotate our hands, making sure we curl it nicely. So we're going to have two kinds of rotation. One is towards the anti-clockwise and one is towards the clockwise. So let's start that. The fist goes deeper into the rice The deeper you go, the harder it gets, and keep rotating your wrist. That was a tough one, guys. Fist deep inside and rotate your wrists. Make sure you pulse your elbow out so that only your wrist is getting used and you do not use your arm completely to rotate. The movement should be only through your wrist. Ooh, God. So the next variation is pronated and supinated curls. What we do is we go inside the rice sack with the fist inside and we just do this. We try to extend and rotate our curl inside, but without the fingers being open. You go inside and you do this. At the moment, I'm just doing this with my wrist. My finger is not holding any rice. This helps in strengthening the elbow joints because you're not using your fingers and the movement is mostly coming from your elbow. Let's go for the other hand. For the 7th variation, we have finger flicks. So we are just going to put our fingers. The first variation, what we did was we put the wrist completely inside, the fist, and we went towards our wrist. But this is just going to be only till the fingers. So we go to our fingers and push the rice away from our fingers. We're going to go towards the rice and flick, flick, flick. The deeper you go, the better it gets. The resistance becomes more. My forearms are already very pumped. Also, this is making it extremely hard right now. I'm going to go to the other hand now. So the 8th variation is for the thumb or your thumb extensors. This is nothing but called the thumb presses. Apparently, you go inside the rice and you press the thumb like you're pressing a button. So this is how it looks. You go inside with the thumb open and you start pressing it like a button. Make sure you open the thumb completely and then keep pressing it again, because this is what will activate the complete muscles. Can you see the forearms? It's so pumped. I'm not able to speak right now. Whew. Can you see the pump on my forearm, guys? It's like pumped. My hands have become red. There's so much blood rushing all through my forearms. The 9th variation is fist open and close pulses. So we are going to put the hands inside and we are going to keep pulsing our fist with control. So this is how it looks. But make sure you control it and squeeze the rice nice enough. And the last variation is finger walks. So we are going to go completely inside the rice and swing our fingers just like how I'm showing it to you through the video from the outside of the bucket. So this is how it's going to look. Right now what I'm doing is trying to run my fingers just like this. This is harder than it looks because fingers have much lesser strength than the complete fist. So I'm just gonna create like a version of my own workout where I'm just gonna play with the rice the way I feel right now as the last variation. Just trying to fist. There's also one variation which I saw which is called the punches. So what I'm doing inside is just fisting the rice. Now I'm rotating my arms. Now I open my fingers. I'm crushing the rice. I'm tightening and holding the rice. So as you guys saw, these were the 10 or 11 variations which I showed. My arms are completely pumped. As you see, it's not only my arms, it's towards my elbow. Can you see the pump on my elbow joint? Like, what is even that? I've never seen this muscle pop out. Can you see this? Like, my forearms are really pumped, guys. You can get to know from here itself like how big my forearms have become after the workout. I must say this rice bucket training was amazing because it feels so good. I'm not just saying this for the video because I made it, but definitely gonna add this weekly once in my trainings. So thank you, rice bucket, for helping me strengthen my tendons, my joints and my arms to better forearms, to better wrist stability, to better wrist mobility in the coming time. And I'll keep you guys posted obviously about how my training with my rice bucket is going on. Maybe I'm going to try it completely for a week and post a video on this as well, that how a week's of rice bucket training can help my wrists get better or not. So that's all for today. I hope this video was informative. I wanted to get something new on this channel, also wanted to try it on myself so that I know how this works, because I have read a lot about it And yes, that's about it. Also, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe the video. I will see you next time with another video. Until then, please take care of yourselves and keep getting stronger. Cheers.